Hey guys, it's Z, and the purpose of this video is to, I guess, talk about and elaborate on lighting. I'm not necessarily trying to answer any lighting questions here, but rather to share how I do how I use my lighting for my reviews and my basically any video aside from these kind of videos. Basically any review, unboxing, or any other kind of video. Um, where I share something with you guys aside from a video blog like this, where I use my backdrop for reviews and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a second. I'm going to share with you guys what it looks like over here on this side, right here on this side, because it's where natural sun lighting. You can obviously tell that it's brighter on this side. It's because the sun is out, coming from that side. Over here is where the least shadows show is right here. But anyway, I'll cut there to a second. I'll show you guys what it looks like, what I do, how I angle different things, and I'll have some I'll have a couple of model kits to kind of show you guys how things look like, and I'll also share with you guys what you can do with your camera. Not that I can technically explain how you would be able to work your camera, but I can kind of break down what you can do to help improve your camera. So let me take a second, show you guys what I roll with, and then I'll get back to you with what I want to do with that.
Alright guys, so without turning on macro or everything, this is basically my little backdrop. It's not in its best condition as it used to be when I first started using it, but it's basically a poster, a long poster, paper, yeah, a long poster that I didn't bother to use at all. I just decided to use the back of it, and you can see there's wrinkles, and up there's stains, because that's where there's wrinkles here, because this is where, when I first started using it, and now I'm using the other end of it. I'm obviously going to need a new one soon, or whenever I get a chance, but what I use with it, the lighting is not capturing all that well, because obviously it's pretty gray outside, and so, yeah, this is how it goes, really. I mean, I'm not focusing, the camera isn't focusing because I didn't set it to do so, but, you can also mess around with your color and light settings as well. Maybe you can use an auto white balance, in between things, which is convenient. Also, a convenient thing to do is record your video in takes, because that way you can adjust angles, you can adjust lighting, you can adjust colors and stuff like that. So this is the basic backdrop, and the reason why I'm right here on this section is because, once again, the light comes from out that way, not just directly out the window, but from out that way. Right now the sun is around here because it's around 1, 2 in the afternoon, or somewhere around there actually, and I can choose to open up these curtains all the way or whatnot, and depending on where the sun is and how far the curtains are spread, I get better lighting over here. Right now is not a very good time for me to record a review because I obviously don't like the lighting. But that's that, really. Didn't really want to show you this, but the black backdrop, this is a new bed sheet thing. The black backdrop is somewhere in that pile of junk, but the white backdrop I use for like unboxing videos is right there on top of the Master 8 Exia box. And I do them here because well, there's no room over there for the, in case I do a huge box or whatever. But it's perfect because the sunlight hits here, and I pretty much sit here, just a few steps over from where you can kind of see that shadow right there. Just a few steps over from where the light or where a shadow would hit, and I would record here, and it's just good enough for the, there's no shadows. Also, here is another good place to do. I accidentally hit the off button there, but there's less shadow here. If I could do it on this wall as well, but you can see my shadow's just right there. It won't make it ideal, and there's just this huge shadow over here. It just won't work out at all either. Well, I haven't actually tried that yet, but if I did need an extra space to do a review, I might just try it here. No shadow shows up, obviously, but once again, I haven't tried this spot here. But yeah, that's basically how I use lighting. If I ever have to do a nighttime review or whatnot, I use this lamp with a combination of that lamp over there, and then I move my little review thing without the white backdrop. I just use the little shelf thing, move it over here, and then I'm pretty much good. So, alright, throat's drying up again, so I'm gonna just cut the video, get back to the end of it.
Okay, so that basically breaks down how I do the lighting. You know, it's nothing special. I don't use like a huge amount of lamps or anything like that. I use just straight up natural lighting. I try to refrain from doing nighttime reviews because I just absolutely don't like the lighting, and my camera isn't the very best camera out there to be using and recording in low light environments. So I just make do with what I have. And at the same time, it's a good thing because if I only do videos and reviews during the daytime, that would mean, you know, I have time. That would mean, you know, I would make time for myself to do other things aside from do reviews and stuff like that. So if ever there's a day where I want to do a review but I can't because of bad lighting, then that just sets that aside for later on, and I can do other things, which is always convenient for me as well. So that's about it with that. Now, what I want from you guys is, if possible, if you guys can, you know, this video was actually in response to Chetario. He wanted to know how I did my lighting and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure he and a lot of other guys were curious as well. And so to help everyone else out, I want to get some video responses from a lot of other reviewers to see how they do how they get to their lighting. I know some of you might use some really crazy lights. Some of you might use natural lighting just like I do, but I would like to see some video responses or some text comments explaining how you guys do your lighting. I think it would be interesting to see how, you know, how all this behind the scenes stuff works. Aside from all the already behind the scenes stuff, things we do with our model kits, how about behind the scenes stuff with how we actually go about our videos? So yeah, with that said, I'm looking forward to some responses. I'm sure Chetario and a lot of other people are as well too. Alright, my throat's getting dry again, so I'm just going to cut right here. I'll see you guys in the next video.